This is kind of a random impromptu video here, but I came across this quote the other day, or today actually, and I kind of just wanted to share it with some people and see what they thought. So here's the quote. Most often, we are not limited by our actual circumstances. Rather, we are limited by our assumptions, beliefs, thoughts, and the stories we tell ourselves. And I saw this and I thought this was huge. And I'll share why from a personal standpoint and also how it applies to some clients, and a lot of people in general that I've worked with. So for me, I tend to have this limiting belief that I'm shy or that I'm a certain way in certain social settings. Because as a kid, I was really shy. I had speech issues that I worked through as a child. And so I had this kind of limiting belief that I'm still that person. And so I come across strangers that don't know me from me as a child, and they know me as an adult now. And I'll meet somebody for the first time or second time, and we're at an event, or we're talking, or laughing, we're having a good time. And they'll say that I'm like socially confident, or that I'm extroverted, or that I'm this and that. And then I find myself trying to correct them. Like, no, I'm not that way. I'm actually this and that. This is why I'm some other way. Even though this person that I'm interacting with has this view of me, and they're telling me how I'm coming across to them, and it's different than what I'm used to telling myself, or how maybe I was in the past. And I find myself trying to overcome that limiting belief in that story. I tell myself that I'm a certain way, or that I can't do this, or I can't do that, or I'm bad at this. And then I meet people that didn't know me from those years when I was a kid, and they don't see that at all. They're like, you seem like a really outgoing person, or something along those lines. And I also see this with clients I have, where they think that they can't be strong, or that their knee will never be healthy, and this happens to a lot of clients with injuries that, oh, I have a bad back, I have a bad shoulder, as if like their joint is like a supervillain or something that they can never fix, that they can never get over. And when you tell yourself that you have a limiting factor or a limiting joint, or you can't jump high, or you can't run fast, you can't be strong, then you're more likely to be right, and that you'll never improve that specific ailment or that specific quality that you're trying to work on. And so I have to ask you, what are limiting beliefs that you have that are holding you back from being the person that you want to be, and that you want to be seen as? For me, from my personal standpoint, has always been that I was shy, or that I couldn't speak well, or I couldn't do this and that. And I have to give myself credit, because I've worked on these things. I've tried to put myself in public settings, and where I have to talk to a group of people and explain complex concepts and try to break it down to simple concepts. And I've gotten a lot better at speaking and being confident in these kind of settings. And so I have to start telling myself that I'm capable and that I am good at these things, because I'm starting to get good at these things. And I don't want that limiting belief that I'm not, or that I'm shy, or that I'm this or I'm that, to hold me back from being the person that I know that I can be, or that I currently am. And so what are things that are holding you back from? It could be a personal thing, like the story I just shared. It could be a physical thing, my back, I can't go to run because my knee's bad, or this or that. So instead of focusing on how this will never get better, that you can't improve it, and that's your story you tell yourself, can you focus on creating habits or environments or behaviors that help you get over that thing, instead of dwelling on these limited beliefs, for that instead of that becoming a weakness, becomes a strength, or at least maybe not a strength, but it's no longer a weakness anymore. And so this is just a random thought that I had, and I thought it'd be helpful to share with other people and see what you guys think. So comment below, or message me personally if you want to get more personal, if you have any thoughts or ideas or questions about the subject.